Hello and welcome to this demo of the service contract management template. What you see on your screen right now is the dashboard view of the service contract management template. So first of all, who is this template for? This template is for any business that gets into annual contracts or time-bound contracts with their clients. So you could be a marketing agency, you could be a call center service provider, you could be a housekeeping service provider, or so any business or any freelancer that has time-bound contracts with clients which need to be renewed at the expiration date. So what generally happens is we at times forget to initiate the renewal process on time. As a business owner, you do not have visibility into when are your contracts going to expire, what's the total revenue potential of these contracts that are to be renewed or that can expire. So to help you with decision making, help you with monitoring of all your client service contracts, and give you visual indicators, reports, so that timely actions are taken. I've created this nice, easy to use service contract management template. What you see right now is the dashboard view. So dashboard view, first of all, you have the active contracts table here. So as for this example, there are 18 active contracts right now. Value is about 189,000. So whatever be your currency. Then there are 5 contracts due for renewal. So as a business owner or as a manager, or as somebody who reviews or somebody who manages contracts, maybe the legal department, you know that there are 5 contracts that are due for renewal. So these are past their renewal date, which total value is about 685,000. So now you can see that there are 2 contracts that were terminated. So these were contracts where you initiated a renewal process, but the client did not renew the service contract. So you get a view of the terminated contracts and the value as well. And here you have the renewal status table. So when you initiate a renewal process, the first step is that you initiate the process. Then there may be negotiation on the pricing or the terms, and either the contract gets renewed or the contract gets terminated. The contract renewal ideally would not feature here, because the moment the contract is renewed, you go ahead and you change the contract date in the contract tracker, and that would feature here in the active contracts. But unless you do that, you would see the count here as well. And then depends on the kind of products that you have, you get an overview of the number of active contracts for each product segment, the number of renewal due contracts and terminated contracts, and you also get to know which of your product or service segments are bringing you the most revenue and where is it that you're losing out on renewal contract. So you get to know that you need to improve something in terms of delivery, in terms of quality or timeliness. So talk to your clients, what's going wrong. So this simple dashboard gives you an overall view of number of active contracts, the total revenue value, contracts due for renewal, contracts terminated, product and service-wise report, and the renewal status-wise staging. And this all comes from the contract tracker, which is, again, what you see on the screen right now, fairly simple to use. So the columns here, you have the client name, you have the contract owner. So this is the person within the team who is the owner of the client relationship management for that particular contract. Then you have the product service. So in case if you only have one single product, one single service, you do not need this. But in case if you have multiple versions of your service or multiple product categories, then this is going to help you to understand for which product segment or service segment you have most contracts and where the contracts are due or are not being renewed. Then you have the start of contracts. This will be the first time the contract is initiated, and after every renewal, you will replace this with the renewal date. Then you have the term. Some contracts would be signed for months, years. In some cases, it could also be for days. For example, here I have an example here that there's a digital marketing contract which has been signed for 90 days. Could be a trial period. So once you have entered the client name, the style of contract, select the unit, whether it is months, days, or years, and then select the value. So if it is months, for example, 24 months. If it is months, 36 months or 12 months. If it is years, is it for 1-year contract, a 2-year contract, or a 3-year contract? And similarly for days. So based on these two inputs, the tracker would calculate the expiry date. So here you could see the expiration date and you have the renewal due status. So once your renewal date is higher than the current date, the monitoring date, the review date, or today's date. So when today's date is higher than the expiry date of the contract, you would get a red alert there and it would say that renewal is due. When your renewal date is within the next 7 days of the present day, you get a yellow alert. This is a soft indicator that this contract is going to expire within the next 7 days. Hence, you need to initiate action. Then you have the contract value, you have the contact person, phone number, email, and this is your renewal staging column where you have a drop down where you could select what's the stage. So not due, you don't need to enter that. Even if you do, not a problem. Then you have initiated process, negotiating, contract terminated, contract renewed, and other, in case if there is some other situation where the client puts it on hold, for example. So different options there. And then finally, you have a remarks column. So you could go ahead and add another few columns if you have to track some other metrics. It's easy to customize. You just need to go to the review sheet, click on unprotect. There is no formula. Go ahead and make the changes and then protect it again. Here is a drop down section where you could add your product listing and you could add your renewal status. This I'm not sure you're going to need to change, but you may have to change your product list. So it's easy to customize. Just go ahead and replace the names. In case if you have more than 5 or less than 4, you can go ahead and you can edit the name range. So editing the name range is very simple. You go to formulas, you go to name manager, and you could select the product list and you could increase or decrease the size of the list. So fairly simple to edit. These are the only two options. The formulas are there in the no macros used, but you can go ahead and change the formulas. To change the formulas, again, you have to go to review, click on unprotect, make the changes and put the sheet in a protect mode again. So the download link for this easy to use, effective service contract management tracker is in the video description. Go ahead, download it. If you need customizations where you would need my help, you have my website link in the tracker. Go ahead, fill up the contact form. I'll contact you. Or if you have any questions, feedback, suggestions, leave it in the comments below. And once again, thank you for coming to my channel, watching my video. Hope this helps. If you need any other business template, business tracker, again, mention in the comments. I'll definitely create one and share a video demo with you. So thank you once again. If you've not subscribed yet, do subscribe to support my channel and see you in my next video. Take care and be safe.